Hi, this is Fabian Trahan, and welcome to Ectophobia Radio, the Paris Sanctum Podcast. Episode 4 of the Paris Sanctum Podcast. This is Fabian Trahan, your host. I'm going to tell you the story about Sensabaugh Tunnel. It's local here to where I live in East Tennessee. It's over in Kingsport, Tennessee. Rumors of murder, death, and satanic rituals surround this tunnel, by the way. The locals feel that it is a place of evil that should be avoided at all costs. So, if you are a local, make sure you take somebody with you if you go down there. This story comes from dangerousroads.org. So, this is not affiliated directly with the Paris Sanctum Podcast or the Trahan Radio Network. The Sensabaugh Tunnel. The creepy story of Sensabaugh Tunnel. The tunnel was constructed in the early 1920s. Driving inside the tunnel, you will feel creepy as hell. But that was probably because it's, a dark tunnel with creepy stories behind it. It's one of the most famous haunted places in the area. The tunnel is located not far from Rotherwood Mansion in the foothills of East Tennessee. If you do choose to go visit, it's recommended that you don't go alone, because some locals may show up and try to scare you, or have other intentions, and it is in a remote location. The legend goes that a man named Sensabaugh lived near the tunnel with his family. It is said that he killed his entire family and threw their bodies into the creek within the tunnel. If you enter the tunnel and turn off your car engine, it supposedly will not restart. And if you look into your rearview mirror, you will see Mr. Sensabaugh approaching your car. Then, as he approaches, your engine will start again. The tunnel sits in a state of clear disrepair. There are cracks in the cement and graffiti is everywhere. The surface of the tunnel is slippery often and pretty wet. The story goes Mr. Sensabaugh lived with his family in a house near the tunnel. One day he went crazy and murdered them all, including his newborn baby, and threw their bodies into the creek in the tunnel. The road that passes through it is only used by locals, and not often by them, for good reason. Other people claim you can hear Mr. Sensabaugh's footsteps echoing in the tunnel, or a baby crying. My wife, a great friend of mine, and our 2 daughters went to visit the Sensabaugh Tunnel in 2013. It was quite unremarkable in its condition. Dilapidated, expected age and wear, a very forlorn sense of negative, ambiguous energies. We didn't hear a baby crying, but the feeling around the place was just so dark. My daughters also felt something, as did my friend, Linda. And my wife, she just thought it was creepy. Lots of graffiti. I wouldn't recommend people going down there very often. But if you do go, you might want to say a spell of protection or a prayer of protection. We all got out of there promptly. Like I said, if you go by yourself, you're asking for trouble. You should always take someone with you on any investigation. This is Fabian Trahan. Thank you for listening to the Paris Sanctum Podcast. I hope you take care with whatever it is that you're doing. Talk to you later. Bye-bye for now. This story profiled is the copyright of dangerousroads.org. You can visit them by going to www.dangerousroads.org. Background music courtesy of the Guild of Ambience, which can be found on YouTube.